smiling, I keep doing my thing. Before my life is over and my moment fade away. I keep going, I keep smiling, I keep doing my things. Before my life is over and my chance just take her wings. Searching for a mission, life's no competition. It has no definition, no, no, no. The blind faces follow, my vibes just stay mellow. You can't take what I know, no, no, no. What I know, what I know.
Sometimes successful, sometimes not successful.
It's been something that casting's been playing more recently as well.
Yeah, and now he's toying with what he wants to take in the top lane between Jax and Kled, and he does go for the Kled.
Oh,
You can see that win rate 50%. Like I talked about with Camille, it has worked at times and it's not worked at times. Some of the players not piloting it as well as you'd hope, and casting's been really solid so far this season, so expectation is he should be able to do pretty good on that pick. Now, pair that up with
Nautilus
the
missed
MF.
fortune.
This is interesting to have in the first draft of the series, but they want something that's going to give them a strong laning phase. There's a good amount of threat against these short-range picks that Hanjin Brion has so far, and I think Misfortune pretty straightforward to play when it comes to AD carries. I think there could have been some more high-variance bot lanes. That being said, one thing is that if you get Cataclysms, you are just trapped there.
Oh, that would be a kind of fun one if you went for the Silas, but instead the Anivia, bit of a classic one into the Rise.
I actually think this is such a good pick here because there are so many champions on the enemy team who
Yeah.
from Kled that we've seen a little bit. Kind of works similar in a way to the Warwick, where it gives you the time to sustain back up. Obviously, unlike Warwick, it's not healing you remount, but it's the same concept of keeping you alive so you can get that health back. Cuz is there. He is a pretty safe pick when it comes to Jarvan. Actually, he didn't get spotted here.
Oh, wow. BDD could be in a little bit of trouble. Doesn't have a lot of mana left, but does have Flash and Ghost. Let's see whether the wall works. Perfect placement there from Roman, but doesn't get the stun. They just get the Ghost out of BDD, who is now just going to go back home. Even the fire kick hitting him there, putting him down to about 300 health. So, Bro certainly playing well here in this lane. Get the barrier out from Jiwoo here as the Cozy Campfire comes down. BDD is booking it towards his bottom lane, though. The Bros need to be very careful as Namgung without the heal, but does flash to try and get out of the way. And now it's Teddy that's in a lot of trouble. BDD deals with Emilio first. Effort is now going low, but Teddy, even through the barrier, will not survive. And KT pick up 2 thanks to their mid laner. And we know what BDD is capable of if he makes it later in the game with that, as the anchor does come out here. Teddy looking for some more aggression onto Jiwoo, though. BF sword in hand here for this Misfortune.
So far, I think both teams just a little concerned that they don't have to complete... Oh!
That is a Realm Warp. Namgung is going to have to get out of there. The bullet time's too good, though. And Jiwoo is going to cut him down for a 3rd kill for KT.
Picking up kills in the bot lane, causing issues. This Realm Warp angle was great. In fact, you're already paired up with Effort, so you have the opportunity to move anywhere. And the fact that they get this play to successfully work, it becomes so much harder to actually make any of that pressure stick. So the fact that the lane is in a good spot for Jiwoo so far, Teddy in a great position. Now ulting in.
We are charging. They do get on top of the Olaf, and the culling is going to give him a back massage. Teddy grabs a kill as a result, and the Bros are on the board. Yeah, this is going to be first turret going over to KT. They have 3 grubs, and they have Jiwoo down here already. As casting is going to show up, but he should be ushered away. Wants to be able to get as much of this farm as possible. With Gideon coming on over, maybe he can. Paranoia comes in, Effort taking a lot of damage. We need the Skull to get the work done, and he is going to be able to do that. Gets off his mount, and now Jiwoo's in a lot of trouble. Casting charging up that bar. He should have the dinosaur back again, as look at this shotgun working. He remounts, and now he's looking for Cuz. Gideon should be able to take care of this MF, and down she will go, and the Bros even the scoreline and claim the lead. plates in the mid lane. Only one plate remaining here as Gideon looking for an angle towards Cuz. And Effort just getting culled here by Teddy.
The top laners are cleared. This is not an easy dive to pull off.
Well, they're going to go for it anyway. And they do have a lot of people. Let's see whether it's going to work, because Gideon might be the target they're looking for instead. Nope, they're just going to take the turret. And that is going to be a safer option here. There are no minions, though, so it takes a while. Still, they'll be able to get there thanks to the Void Mites. In order to make it difficult for KT. As Casting just going to be face-checking here as Effort goes in, just hits the wall. A little bit unfortunate, but finds a great depth charge. Bullet time gets so much damage down, but it's Namgung that helps out his teammates. Casting is going to be dismounted. They're looking to burst him down. He does get taken out, but it's the kill on Effort at the same time. Teddy's running amok as he dashes towards Perfect to lock him down. Now Jiwoo is just fighting up against Teddy, gets the egg, takes down the Lucian, and KT wipe out the Bros.
This core of KT following up BDD are just able to clean target after target after target. Bro really struggled. They see a target, they kill a target. They see a target, they kill a target.
To prevent the Olaf from finding value, to prevent Cuz from having a way out without that flash. Let's see whether the Bros find another fight, though, as it looks like we are getting straight into it. Cuz getting burst down, has a spell shield, it's into the backline, goes the Olaf. The wall is decent this time, but Casting is going to get mown down. The bullet times from Jiwoo this game have just been phenomenal. And now with the Baron on 4 and 3 dead on the Bros, they should be able to get so much structural damage.
Starting to feel vulnerable. This was a fight where pretty much everyone's flashes, in fact everyone's flashes were on cooldowns, and KT really found favor because of that. Now Cuz could be in trouble.
Yeah, Teddy is going to look for a bit of an angle here as Cuz is taking a lot of damage. Let's see, Piercing Light does come on down. He's looking to chase after this Nocturne. Oh, gets a bit of speed from the Cinders. Cinder value, ladies and gentlemen.
One more dash.
Teddy, he's going to get
one.
one.
Cinder!
Oh, the Cinder, another one. Teddy gets another one too, though.
Oh, nice snipe.
The minion.
Look at BDD on the map. He has Realm Warp. Was that an overchase? Was that enough for him to get in? It looks like the pings are coming through.
Or was it all a bait? There's Jarvan making his way up, and yeah, BDD is very, very scary. Here's the teleport in from the Kled. Now I'm going to be taken down first. He tries to ult himself beforehand. There's the Blast Cone. Perfect trying to get kited here as Effort throws down the dredge line, but now the culling is going to come through from Teddy. He wants to find Perfect, and he might have to settle for Effort here as they take down Gideon. Teddy's eliminated, and KT just move up and destroy them.
Yeah. Well,
Speaking of uncomfortable Anivia's here, sir. She is dead once again. Effort will be traded.
Die for it.
Cataclysm is going to be absolutely fine. Having a look here at Roma, who is trying a little bit of a cheeky maneuver there, but I mean, Effort has just found the angles over and over again, and Jiwoo is just looking phenomenal. Oh, God.
KT are so strong, and they are fishing for this. If they push up too far with the Nautilus, with the Nocturne, it's very easy for KT to engage.
Oh, there's the depth charge. It's onto Teddy in that backline as they are looking to dismount this Kled once again. Realm Warp doesn't really do too much as the bullet time comes down one more time. It's BDD off on the side. Teddy's going to find the culling. Look at that massive shield, though. Gideon taken down to that GA already. Roma just barely survives as he looks to get himself out, but the Jarvan not going to be so lucky. And the Bros are lucky to just lose their jungler, but because they do, they'll also lose the Baron.
It's just so hard to deal with a Rise right now. Oh, Teddy trying to clear that ward in a bit of danger. Can just cut it out. It looks like KT felt like they've burned too many resources, are still concerned. Even with the jungler down, don't want to get trapped into a pit. Oh no, Teddy.
I don't know whether you're allowed to do that. There's the flash fire kick here as Teddy gets his barrier, decides to go back in as the Kled is able to take down the Olaf, but it's a triple for this misfortune. And Jiwoo is just not getting respected in these fights. He's doing so much damage. It's weird seeing this on any champion that isn't set. But we'll see whether it's going to find him some value here as the bullet time almost cuts Teddy to shreds. Gives you the space to just one-tap this turret. Crystalline Overgrowth helping out as, yeah, Gideon does not want to do this. You kind of want to get BDD to a perfect, 8-0-8 type scoreline here as the Paranoia comes in. Gideon going to be able to get the knock-up here onto Cuz.
Able to disengage though, doesn't have to burn anything as well, so you're pretty happy. Now though, they're looking for Perfect.
Yeah, Perfect is just going to walk away, but the Cataclysm will prevent that one from being a possibility. Only one exhaust, unfortunately, so the Olaf will be going down. And now Effort, possibly in trouble, was trying to escape the Crystallize, which is being very frustrating. Finds a stun here, does Roma. And Effort is going to have to back away. No, he just turns it into an engage. Fire kick comes down, the egg is exposed. And Jiwoo takes another one. BDD flashes out of the way and goes golden to avoid death. Teddy is eliminated. The remount comes in from casting, but he's still just going to get mown down here by Jiwoo. Gets another triple. Could even be a quadra as he flashes for it. And KT's AD carry finally having a good time on Summoner's Rift.
To turn things around in game one of this series, Gideon, he's got the J to try and defend.
Well, let's see what he can do here. He just kind of explodes down to the GA. And the bullet time will be enough to take him out here as Jiwoo gets a pentakill, actually. I was about to say unofficial penta, but it's official as Jiwoo in game number one of this best of 5. A phenomenal performance, 21 KDA.